Coming up on the 312 scene, how to score the best deals, find the best meals, and the perfect set of wheels.
Here we go!
To tour the Windy City. Chi-Town is known for its spectacular skyline, signature foods, and insanely popular pro sports teams.
The Chicago Cubs have been playing at Wrigley Field for nearly a century.
This is your ultimate guide to it all. Where to find one-of-a-kind buys.
If you want to be unique, you come here to get something.
And tickets to the hottest shows east of Broadway. Plus, we're partying with Oprah and Rosie.
You get top billing, girl.
And shopping with Miley.
Love all the leather pants and leather jackets that they had.
Right now on the 312 scene.
Hey everyone, I'm Allison Waite, coming to you from my kind of town. This is the 312 scene, your ultimate guide to Chicago. The third largest city in the United States is home to nearly 3 million people and welcomes up to 90 million visitors each year. Why? Because this is one of the most beautiful, diverse, and just plain fun cities in the country. The natives are friendly, the food addicting, the sights unforgettable. Chicago is home to amazing architecture, award-winning theater, one-of-a-kind shopping experiences, and some of America's most beloved pro sports teams. Here, among the skyscrapers that tower over Lake Michigan, you can truly find something for everyone. There's so many cool ways to tour the city. One of my favorites, on a Segway. Here we go! The first thing you need to know about a Segway tour is where to book. I always go with Absolutely Chicago Segway Tours. Where can you go on these things?
You know, we can go anywhere as long as it's on the sidewalk.
Okay.
So they're very simple. They're self-balancing machines, and we will tour about 8 miles on any journey that we do, stopping at the main highlights of Chicago.
The second thing you need to know about a Segway tour is it's so easy. As long as you're at least 14 years old and can step on a stair, you're ready to ride.
To step on the machine, you're just gonna march.
1, 2.
1, 2.
Easy
Simple,
enough. Okay.
easy peasy. Then to move forward, you lean a little bit.
Okay.
To stop moving forward, you lean back.
Oh, wow, look at you.
Step on the machine, Allie.
Okay, here I go.
Let's show the country how easy these are.
Just like you said.
Just 1, 2.
1, 2. Oh, look at that. I'm on.
We're gonna stop and see Buckingham Fountain, which is this beautiful, historic fountain that we have had here since 1927 that was gifted to us. We're going to go down to museum campus. We're gonna see the Shedd Aquarium, the planetarium, the Field Museum. You'll also stop by Millennium Park, where you can check out the Pritzker Pavilion and the world-famous 3-story steel sculpture known as the Beam. Book your Segway tour today at chicagosegways.com or call 312-552-5100. After your Segway tour, head to the John Hancock Center and take the elevator up to the observatory.
How high up are we right now?
We are just over 1,000 feet.
Okay, yeah, I saw in the elevator, I think it said 94th floor.
Yes, we're on the 94th floor of John Hancock Center.
That's incredible.
It's pretty spectacular, isn't it?
Yeah, this view is pretty spectacular.
Here you can enjoy picture-perfect views, use an interactive telescope, take a multimedia tour that's narrated by David Schwimmer, relive Chicago's past at the History Wall, and pose for my favorite photo op in the city.
You get to wash windows? What's that all about? I mean, it's a perfect photo op.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a photo op, so kids and families can go in and be the window washer for John Hancock Center.
Hoping to work.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
All that window washing can make you hungry.
Tell me a little bit about the cafe and what it offers.
Yeah, it's a Lavazza Espresso Cafe, and Lavazza is very well known in Italy. They've been making coffee since 1895. So Lavazza is absolutely the coffee expert. So in addition to having great coffee drinks, we have sandwiches, salads, pizza, and we recently got our liquor license.
Hey,
now we can have drinks
right.
as well, which is even better.
For tickets and more information, go to jhochicago.com. Another must during your stay in Chicago, go to a game. Chicago is home to one of the oldest ballparks in the U.S. The Chicago Cubs have been playing at Wrigley Field for nearly a century. There's nothing like watching the Cubs play at Wrigley. To get the full Chicago baseball experience, watch their American League rivals, the White Sox, play across town at U.S. Cellular Field. During NBA season, you can't leave Chicago without catching a Bulls home game at the United Center. And let's not forget the Bears at Soldier Field. Chicago is a sports lover's dream destination. Chicago is world famous for its deep dish pizza with its buttery crust up to 3 inches tall, acting as a bowl for large amounts of cheese and chunky tomato sauce. Find a Gino's East or Illuminati's near you and enjoy one of Chi-Town's tastiest treats. Another Chicago original, the Italian-style beef sandwich. Thin slices of seasoned roast beef dripping in juices on a roll. Grab one of these babies at any Portillo's in the city. Now, if you want to take some of this food home with you, you actually can. Log on to tastesofchicago.com and order Lou's Pizza, Portillo's beef sandwiches, or even other Chicago favorites like Eli's cheesecakes, and have them shipped anywhere in the United States. No trip to Chicago is complete without a visit to the city's finest pair of Mexican restaurants, Topolobampo and Frontera Grill. This is where best-selling cookbook author and chef Rick Bayless serves the most deliciously authentic cuisine north of the border.
I had this idea that we could do Frontera as a casual, kind of boisterous place, great to come with a big group of friends and have a great time. But I also wanted to show the fine dining side of Mexican cuisine, so we have fine dining in Topolobampo.
The seasonal menu at Topolobampo is constantly changing, except for one must-have dish.
What we call sopa azteca, a kind of tortilla soup, the kind that you would get in central Mexico, and that has always been on the menu here. We've got some dried pasilla chili that's sprinkled over the crispy tortilla strips there, some avocado, lime, a little cream, and some grilled chicken in there. And then at tableside, we pour this beautiful, rich chicken broth that's got a little tomato, epazote, and a little bit more of that chili.
Next door at Frontera, you must try a signature cocktail like this Muy Buena Bloody Mary. Viva Mexico in the 312. Inside this converted brownstone in Chicago's Lincoln Park neighborhood lies one of the city's greatest culinary treasures, Alinea.
Alinea means the beginning of a new train of thought. You know, we serve very modern, progressive cuisine, anywhere from 12 to 24 courses long. So it's really, it goes beyond dinner and goes beyond food. It becomes an experience. It's theatrical, it's emotional. It really takes you on a journey. It becomes entertainment.
The hot potato, cold potato, complete with truffle on top, is a must-have.
And it's slurped back like an oyster.
One of my favorite sweet courses, the licorice cake. It may look like a piece of abstract art, but trust me, it's heaven on a stick.
You either fall on one side or the other. You feel that cooking can be an art or a craft. And I think what we've tried to prove here at this restaurant is that it's very much an art.
Alinea is also a great place to take a date, but plan ahead.
It's an intimate experience to eat here.
Translation, space is limited. Reserve early, you won't regret it. South Branch Tavern and Grill is a favorite among the locals, as you can see. Come for happy hour, stay for dinner. Right off the Chicago River, just mere blocks from Metro Stations Ogilvy and Union, South Branch Tavern and Grill is a great place to grab a table and enjoy a meal with family and friends. Or grab a drink and mingle at one of the 3 bars. Check out the Monroe Bar's mahogany communal tables, soaring stone fireplace, and signature chandelier. Sample selections from the wine display and enjoy the view of the Monroe Street Bridge. The best part, the Riverside Veranda. Just step outside the Monroe Bar's doors, enjoy a cocktail, and watch the boats go by. In the main dining room and bar, the floor-to-ceiling windows and white birch trees create a beautiful and unique space featuring 5 flat-screen TVs, comfortable high bar stools, and plush booths. Another great spot to enjoy the Chicago Riverside experience, South Branch's Patio Pavilion and Bar, complete with an open-air bar, outdoor TVs, and music. South Branch is open to the public Monday through Friday and closed for private events on the weekends. If you're looking to book a private event here in Chicago, there is no better place. South Branch Tavern and Grill, my favorite urban oasis in the 312. Coming up, where to shop and how to save in the 312.
From Cartier to The Gap, there's something for everyone on the Magnificent Mile. And shopping for shoes?
If you want to have something that not other people have,
we're going to show you where to go. Plus, inside Chicago's top shop with Miley Cyrus.
Love all the leather pants and leather jackets that they had.
And secret discounts for 312 scene visitors revealed.
All you need is your out-of-town license.
Next.
Shopping in Chicago, if I were to describe it, one word, magnificent.
From Cartier to The Gap, there is something for everyone on Chicago's Magnificent Mile. My favorite spot on this famous stretch of Michigan Avenue, Topshop. It is the place to be if you want to dress like a top model without paying top prices.
They do a lot of good, pieces that you would never know, or like $50 or whatever it is. You know what I mean? You would think it was like a designer, which I love.
Miley Cyrus swears by it.
Love all the leather pants and leather jackets that they had. I got this skirt yesterday when I went shopping.
And supermodel Kate Moss is such a fan, she's even designed her own Topshop line.
I really enjoy it, and I really enjoy working with Philip and Topshop, and we've got a team now, and it's really solid, and I love it.
That's Philip, as in British entrepreneur Sir Philip Green, the man behind this popular London export.
We have 50 in-house designers manufactured specifically for us, hence we're able to deliver great quality quickly.
See why I love it?
Shoe heaven, I found it right here in the Windy City.
if you want to have something that not other people have, if you want to be unique, and then you come here to get something.
CitySoles founder Scott Starbuck is a man of his word. He'll go out of his way to make sure you have the coolest kicks in the room.
I search kind of all over the globe, Brazil, Spain, Italy. I go to these international shows and find stuff that is really hard to find in the States, and that's my MO.
Good luck finding these brands anywhere else in the U.S.
We stand for unique and interesting brands. We don't carry Uggs or Timberland or Nikes, and we do that on purpose. My whole thing in my store and with CitySoles is I don't buy anything that anybody needs. I don't buy Navy pumps for work. I buy stuff that you love, that you're passionate about. You're like, oh, look at those. You didn't leave your house today thinking you were going to get a pair of boots that were all roughed out, like with this type of leather finish on them. But this is a passion thing. Every pair of these that we sell, somebody will buy just for fun of it.
Also, for the fun of it, check out Scott's CitySoles YouTube channel.
I just do brief segments. They're 1.5 to 2 minutes long. I talk about my brands. I interview designers when I'm in Italy or Vegas. Also, I interview customers about what they're passionate about and what they love. So there's a bunch of different segments. I don't want to be everything to everybody. I want to be the cool shoe guy.
Mission accomplished.
You can find some of the city's best deals right here at the shops at Northbridge. All you need is your out-of-town license.
At the shops at Northbridge, you can find everything from Nordstrom to Burberry and Forever 21. Even better, if you're an out-of-towner, score exclusive discounts and special offers. Log on to the shops at northbridge.com's visitor incentives page for more info.
Up next, everything's coming up rosy.
As in
Rosie O'Donnell.
Chicago's newest resident settles into Oprah's old digs.
You get top billing, girl.
And she wants you to come visit.
Everybody has fun.
Plus, historic theaters, blockbuster shows. The closest thing to Broadway outside of New York City. Next.
It's a gift that we're giving our guests.
We came from Alaska to see this.
Michigan! New York City.
We're Irish.
All the way from Liverpool, England.
Give people something they can't get anywhere else.
It was just him and a guitar.
It was the best show ever. Anybody who doesn't go is crazy.
It's the beginning of the Garth Brooks era again.
More than 17 million people around the world have experienced the Blue Man Group's unique brand of entertainment. Now you can join them at one of Chicago's most historic theaters.
Blue Man's originated in New York, and then we have branched out into all these cities. Chicago is one of them now. It's an experience where there are these three blue figures. We're bald and blue, and we engage, interact with the audience, and then we go through different pieces of the show that have music and technology and science and art and comedy and all sorts of stuff. It's just,
there's a lot going on. Yeah, you definitely have to experience it for yourself. You have to definitely go see it.
The Blue Man Group show playing at Chicago's iconic Briar Street Theater is like no other Blue Man Group production in the world.
Now, you guys have kind of revamped the show here in Chicago,
We
right?
have, yeah.
Okay, tell me a little bit about some of the changes you've made.
So we've introduced these elements called JiPads, which are kind of like giant smartphones. So we interact with those. We have added music.
Oh, cool.
Everything's been touched in the show. There are some of our staples that are still here, which are fan favorites. But everything's been touched in some way, upgraded, I guess you could say.
There you go.
Yeah.
Very cool.
If you go to a rock and roll concert, you will see that there are certain physical movements that everyone seems to know. Ready, go.
Expect to be entertained. It's fun and interesting and different and clever and smart. It's a lot of things, and it's all sorts of people enjoy it. Like, we have grandparents that come, and then their grandkids, and then first dates, and people that have family members that come into town. All sorts of people, for many reasons, enjoy the show.
How does one get tickets to the show?
There's tons of ways to get tickets. You can call our box office directly. You can go online to blueman.com and get tickets there. You can also talk to the concierge in your hotel, and you can get tickets there.
With loads of new material on stage now, there's never been a better time to see Blue Man Group. All 312 Scene guests can reserve premium seats at Blue Man Group and save $20. Simply use the code 312-SCENE when you call 773-348-4000 or visit blueman.com/Chicago.
Chicago's historic auditorium theater is just one of the many gems found here in this vibrant theater community. Tell me about this extraordinary venue.
The Auditorium Theater is the oldest theater in Chicago, and it's the only theater in the Loop that does a little bit of everything entertainment-wise. We have rock shows, we have dance, we have theater, we have concerts, we have a little bit of everything.
Wow, something for everyone.
Built in 1889 by the famed architects Louis Sullivan, Dankmar Adler, and a young draftsman named Frank Lloyd Wright who worked with them.
Very impressive.
Well, we also do architectural tours twice a week, regularly scheduled tours on Mondays and Thursdays at 10 a.m.
Wonderful.
And then we also have, for large groups, specially scheduled tours.
Okay.
So to learn more about the architecture and the history of the building, a tour is the way to go.
Where can people go to find out upcoming events?
Well, our website's the best site, auditoriumtheater.org.
So many historic theaters, Chicago could very well be the closest thing to the Great White Way outside of New York City. From Cats to Jersey Boys, every Broadway hit has played here. And coming soon, the monster hit, The Book of Mormon. For tickets and info, go to BroadwayInChicago.com. One of my favorite things to do in Chicago is free.
The new Rosie O'Donnell Show!
Log on to Rosie.com and sign up for your tickets to a taping of The Rosie Show at the iconic Harpo Studios.
I'm really thrilled that I was able to keep the studio, and not only keep it, but have one of the people whom I've admired over the years, who used to be a great competitor of mine, to now be a partner and friend, and to inherit the studio that brought me such grace and such wonder and such ability to have a platform that served our viewers. You get top billing, girl. Top billing for you, girl.
Not as the universe decreed it, but okay for the sign. Well, this is kind of trippy.
Rosie carrying the torch and doing it her way.
It's a puppet show. with musical numbers and lamb chop featured heavily. No, it's a 1 hour talk, variety, comedy, entertainment. We'll have celebrity guests, we'll have musical performances. Nobody gets hurt, everybody has fun.
Coming up, what to do when the sun sets on the 312.
From riding a Ferris wheel to sailing Lake Michigan, everything you can do under the stars.
We typically cruise 7 nights a week.
Plus, a bar hopper's guide to Chicago, including one of the city's best kept secrets.
Not many people know about us.
Next.
Ready to party? Well, follow me, because it's time to explore the 312 scene after dark.
If you're looking to bar hop, you've come to the right place. Chicago's full of great bars, including one of my favorites.
Here at Cityscape Bar with my favorite bartender, Shane. Shane, tell me about this bar.
Well, this is a hidden gem in Chicago.
It is.
Great food, great appetizers, great view.
And of course, an amazing view. I wouldn't say just great. This is like incredible view.
We have an extensive wine list, wines by the glass, and we do a seasonal cocktail martini menu. So we change it like every 6 months. We do offer great drink specials every day of the week.
I like a deal. So tell me the drink specials. I want to hear these.
Wednesday we do $4 wines by the glass,
Ooh.
which you can't beat in Chicago. And buy one, get one half off appetizers.
Sold.
Open to close.
Oh, how late are you open?
Sunday through Thursday we're open till midnight, and Friday and Saturday we're open till 1 a.m.
To fully appreciate Chicago's majestic nighttime beauty, start your evening at the John Hancock Observatory.
So, Zach, I feel like this is a whole different vibe at night.
It definitely is. The view obviously changes.
Is there a package that you offer where you can come in during the day, see the sights, and then come back at night? How does that work?
Great question. We have our wonderful Sun and Stars ticket, which gets you a second visit in 48 hours for less than half the price of a second ticket.
That's great. Now, what are these cocktails that we're looking at here?
Yes, this is our Sky High cocktail exclusive to the observatory here.
Ooh, can
Sky,
I sample?
Please, please enjoy. I already have them.
Oh, I see that.
It's our Sky Raspberry Vodka, Blue Curacao, and Lemonade. Perfect for the summer, but obviously year-round as well.
Delicious anytime. Something for the kids and the kid in you, you gotta check out Navy Pier.
Ride the Ferris wheel, catch a show on the Skyline stage, or even take in a little Shakespeare. See for yourself why locals and tourists alike continue to fall in love with Navy Pier.
For breathtaking panoramic views of the city, you must experience an Odyssey cruise.
I'm partial to Odyssey's dinner cruise. There's nothing like dining and dancing under the stars on Lake Michigan, surrounded by Chicago's spectacular skyline.
We typically cruise 7 nights a week.
Oh, 7 nights a week?
We do. At peak season, we cruise a lot more than we would in winter months, but we are a year-round operation.
Okay.
We, on average, cruise around 430 times a year.
Whoa, that's a lot.
Really pack them in the summer months.
Dinner is to die for. The salad is so good, you'll want the recipe.
What do you put in it? It had like fruit and these candied nuts. What else is in the salad?
Right. We put strawberries, apples on the salad with a raspberry vinaigrette.
The entrees worthy of any 5-star restaurant in the city, and the homemade desserts, in a word, delectable.
We got the bread pudding with some dry fruits on it, vanilla ice cream, and New York style cheesecake, and this is our chocolate mousse.
Ready to sail? Here's how to book.
You could check us out on the web at odysseycruises.com, or you can book by phone, and you can find that information out on the web as well.
That concludes our tour at the 312 scene. From aboard the beautiful Odyssey cruise ship, I'm Allison Waite. And remember, after just one visit, you'll be calling Chicago your kind of town too.